Hey guys, welcome back to our 10 class series. So, this module is going to be super exciting. This is one I'm personally very passionate about because I highly believe in this. Your environment matters a lot. So, if you don't like something is boring to you, that thing could be a sport, it could be like a place, a coffee shop, a part of someone's house. I guarantee you, if we go in there and we change the environment, we change the lighting, we painted, we change the setup, we add some new colors, you will love it. I guarantee you that because this is all psychology. So you have to stimulate your mind to like that environment. And if you put things you like in that environment, you naturally start to like it. So, like in my office, I like boxing and I'm a family person. So, my dad has a pair of boxing gloves from 50 years ago. He did boxing when he was younger. So, I took his gloves, I got him to sign it, and I put it up on my wall. My mom, she brought me a plant for the office, so I put it in the corner right beside me. I like working out, so I put a couple of dumbbells here. I put, the coloring of the office, the things I have here, my monitor, my desk is everything I like. So I want to be here. I get excited in the morning when I wake up. I'm like, yes, like it's morning. I can go to work. At night, I always work late, not because I have to, because I enjoy it, right? Like if you told me, Ali, oh, let's go, let's go to this party or let's go, uh, which I get all the time, and I always say no. Let's go to this restaurant and let's go do this and let's go do that. I'm like, why? I love being here. I like my environment. And even for work, like the reason I don't get tired of working, I enjoy it is because of my environment, because I like the lighting, I like, the way things look, I like my setup. So your equipment is very important for your success. And this class is about upgrading your equipment. Plus, you have an online business now. Okay. So if you have a laptop from 2007, it's dusty, it doesn't work. When you open it, it takes 10 minutes to load. You cannot do an online business. Maybe it was good enough for when you were a dentist or you were like maybe, contractor, some job you didn't use your laptop much, you just use it occasionally, that would have been okay. But because we use a lot of technology here, you actually need good equipment, right? So let's get into it. Now we will unpack the type of equipment you need for maximum efficiency. Just like any other business, you need proper equipment to successfully grow your company. And having the right equipment doesn't just help you be more efficient, but it motivates you to do better, be faster, and do more. So, aside from the motivation and wanting to be there, it makes you faster, it makes you more efficient. And we'll go through that. It also helps you with brands and suppliers significantly by showing them you care. You are technologically advanced and shows that you are an authority in your field. Because if you're running an online business, e-commerce business, and you don't have good equipment, that doesn't show that you're a person of authority. You're a brand who's, you know, an expert in their field. So this is very important. You might have noticed when you walk into a restaurant, they have tables, furniture, their bar has certain equipment, their kitchen is equipped with all types of machines. If you go into a hair salon, you see they have chairs, they have sinks, different hair products, brushes, and so on. When a plumber goes into a job site, an electrician, a doctor, dentist, surgeon, literally any job needs equipment and tools for their work. The better the tools, the better they can do that job. It is no different with our business. You need tools and equipment, and the better and bigger you become, you need to keep upgrading your tools. Better computer, better keyboard, faster internet, more comfortable chair, easier mouse to use, 4K camera, so you look nice in your Zoom meetings, and so on. There are These are steps most people don't think about. But I can tell you, I closed so many more deals when I bought a better camera for Zoom meetings and a light. So my video is very clear and high quality. This made our company and operations much more reliable, trustable, and shows we care about our business. A nice keyboard plus mouse equals 10 times faster movement on your computer. This really started to click for me when I had a meeting with a big brand, big supplier that we ended up working with. And I was in my house. I have a home office. I have a Vela K logo in the back, nice like lighting, everything. Nice chair. I have a gaming chair, very expensive one. So my equipment already looked nice, right? Nice camera. So I had 4K video quality. But they come on the call and it's the guy sitting in the middle and two of his assistants come from the side both at the same time. Hi, Ali. And like their view was like this building, like it was their office was like a glass office, and behind it were these buildings, like a downtown view. And I got super intimidated. So I was like, wow, like that's like, how can I compete with these? How can I work with them? Right. I'm just here in my home office. And then I started to slowly upgrade my equipment and got better and better. And then now it's at a point where nobody can intimidate me, right? So um, you need to really kind of bring up your level with your equipment because it also helps your company look much better. These are the types of equipment you need if you want to operate your business like a machine and maximize your efficiency with a small budget. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars or purchase the highest technology. So everything we're going to go through here is going to cost hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars. You don't you also don't need all of these, but if you get them, I promise you it will increase your efficiency and give you motivation to do more. So it won't only make you look good, but it will actually help you be more efficient and actually help you work better, be faster, stronger, etc. Note, if you are starting from home, dedicate a small space to yourself as a home office. This gets you in the right mindset to stay in one place and do your work. If you try to do it from your couch, dining table, bed, etc., you will not be efficient or motivated to work. What you are learning here is a combined experience of 20 plus years working with technology and $60,000 plus spent on coaching programs to learn the best ways to be most efficient with technology, from playing video games to working with billion-dollar companies and doing Amazon now. So I played a lot of video games when I was younger professionally. We went to tournaments, we won thousands of dollars in tournaments. So we were a team of five. We had high technology in Vancouver. We went to tournaments. I was probably 13, 14 years old. And we won tournaments where we literally won like tens of thousands of dollars from a video game. So from then, I started using technology, and that's why right now I'm very fast on the keyboard. I can look at things and see them where a normal person takes 5 minutes to find that. I can see it in 5 seconds because my eyes, I've trained it to like see everything. And so um, all of this stuff has been in the making. Then after the video games, I joined multiple billion-dollar companies, corporations in Canada, Canadian corporations, American corporations, where technology was used a lot. So we used different pieces of technology. And then after I left those jobs and got into Amazon and starting my own business, I uh, worked with a lot of different technology and kept upgrading and upgrading. And I see the power in it because it's a psychology game, right? You need to shift your mindset so you like what you're doing, and then you will naturally do more of it. For any of the below, just keep in mind, only get things you like and you get excited about. You will do better work. You will do better work. Okay, this is how you say this. So only get things you like and you get excited about. You will do better work. If it's boring or you don't like them, it will not help you. And you can purchase all these items from Amazon, use their keep up pricing charts to get the best pricing. So first go through the program, learn how to use Keepa, get your Amazon buyer business accounts, like where you buy products. There's an Amazon business account where you get better pricing. So my stuff is always cheaper than if my, wife buys it or my family members buy it because I have the business account and it's free. But go through the program, it will show you. And then I use Keepa to see like, oh, every 2 weeks the price goes from 80 to 60. So I set an alert that when it goes to 60, I will buy that printer or I will buy that headphone. So that's how I get the best pricing. Or you can use Facebook Market, Best Buy, Staples, Walmart, Costco, whatever you like. Note, I have no affiliation with these brands. They are just examples. Choose at your discretion. So let's get into it. This is the exciting stuff. Number one is a computer. Your budget between $800 to $1,300 or more if you want to. Um, First thing you need is a decent computer. If you have an old or slow computer, do not attempt to do this. Invest around $1,000 in a new laptop. Some good brands, in my opinion, are Dell, Microsoft, Surface, Apple, HP, Lenovo, and these types of brands. You need to be able to have multiple windows open, operating different software tools at the same time, and even scan through large product lists. And you need a laptop that can do it fast. Next is a camera. Budget is $30 to $40. When I say camera, I mean these cameras like I'm using now, where there's a cord and you put the USB in your laptop and you put the camera on top of your laptop. So it's like a 4K camera, and it only costs like $30, $40. A good camera can be the difference between losing a deal that could make you $10,000 profit per month or getting that deal. This is not a joke. It is extremely important how you look behind the camera because that may be the only chance you get to meet with that brand, supplier, or business owner, as they may be in different countries. You can plug it into your laptop and place it on top of your laptop. This is mandatory. If we meet and I see that your camera quality is not good, I will be disappointed. So here's an example. Um, okay. So here's an example of the camera I bought. I have a couple different ones. I just bought one of these. It's $35. Um, Kind of here's the keep. I'm not logged into my Keepa and accounts on this browser, but you see $35.99. Here it was $29.99. Here $29.49. So you can kind of analyze this and be like, okay, is this the typical pricing? 27.19, whatever. But then don't like wait for the I don't like waiting for things. So don't wait to save $5, right? For the 1 or 2 months of your training, yes, you can wait, but once you start like wanting to send emails and set up meetings with other businesses and brands and suppliers, get the camera right away, even if it's like $5 more expensive. So this is 35.99 Canadian. And this is what I mean, or you can go kind of like see, there are a ton of other options. All these, just check to see it says 2K or 1080. Get something that's 4K. So like I think this is kind of the best offer for no, that's also 1080. Which one did I get? 4K. No, that's too expensive. Uh I mean, I guess this could work. 4K, $59.99. But yeah, do a little bit of research. But these are like, yeah, see, it goes down to like 42.74 at the beginning of October, at the beginning of November. See, at the beginning of every month, it goes on like sale for like $20 cheaper. So yeah, one of these cameras. Okay. Next is a video background. So how does your background look in your videos? A nice background shows how much you care about that meeting, how professional you are, and shows if you have improved with technology or have fell behind and live in the old ages. Do not use generic or low quality AI backgrounds. So don't use like Hawaii in your back, or like you're Superman and you're flying and you got clouds behind you. Don't use stuff like that. We're in a professional business and this is changing our life. It's very serious. Um, and don't blur your background. Try not to, at least try to make like a real background. It's the most professional when you have a real background, no blurring, no AI, no fake things, real background. I suggest genuinely creating a real background that is nice, maybe with a good looking picture frame in the back, some lights, modern and clean. It can be free or you can put some money into it. So you can choose somewhere in your house, like in your office, wherever you do this business from, that's got a nice background, or you can make one yourself. You can buy a picture frame, you can put some lights up, whatever you want. Video lighting. This is free to $30 to $40. So lighting is the second component. First is video. My finger was lower. First is video, second is lighting. Okay. So lighting is like the kind of I don't know if you can see behind me. I got lights hitting my face. If I didn't have these lights, my quality would be lower. Sorry. So lighting is the second component in creating a very high quality video image. You could have a great camera, but if your lighting is not good, your quality will not be good. Generally, you want light to be hitting your face in front of the camera. It can either be natural light, like if you're sitting, you got a window in your house, in your apartment, and you want to do a Zoom call, don't sit somewhere where the window is behind you. Okay. Sit somewhere where the window is facing you because you want the light to be hitting your face. That's how like the light hits your face. You look better in front of the camera. Okay. Um, Your quality, generally, you want the light to be hitting your face in front of the camera. That can be either natural light or a light stand that is directly hitting your face as you are facing the camera during meetings. And please don't hurt your eyes. Okay. So don't turn it super high. Like if I turn this up, see, it becomes like super, like it kills my eyes, right? So I turn it down and it's too much still. There we go. Okay. So don't hurt your eyes. Don't go crazy over this. Only during meetings. You don't need light hitting your face when you're just working and it's you. Only during meetings, either natural light hitting your face, or in my case, where my apartment didn't have a place where like a window could be in front of me, then I bought a light, like a small light, like this, where I would just place it in front of me. And when I had meetings, I would kind of change the angles, try putting it on the right, try putting it on the left, try putting it in front of me. And whatever worked best was the one I used during the meeting. So this is like the budget for it is like $30 to $40. Um, you can look for other ones. Like I just found that one randomly, but these ones like hooks on your laptop. Um, you could get something like that. You could get like a stand where it can be like a larger stand. So it's really up to you, but that's for the lighting. Headphones. So the third component. So it's video, lighting, audio. Okay. Audio is very important. How your voice comes across is very important. If it's like low quality, it's not that nice. But if it's high quality, it's extremely trustable. Headphones between 30 to $50. Having a good pair of headphones gives you a good audio, which is the third most important aspect after video lighting. The way your voice and audio comes across shows how serious you are and that the meetings matter to you. You can also put them on with music, audiobook, or podcast and just focus on your work without being distracted. See, as I'm recording this video, I wish I had a good microphone, okay? But I didn't get one because I was like, I got my headphones, like, I can just edit the video a little bit, make, the audio better. But now that as I'm reading this, I'm like regretting it. I'm like, I should have got a nice like microphone here in front of me so I could talk into it. Um, but I'll get it for next time. So this is what I have right now. It's $60. So the budget for this is between 30 to $50. But I think I got this on sale. Let's see the Keepa. Yeah, I think I got it like when it was on sale, but I mean, it's a great pair of headphones. Uh, right now it's $58 Canadian, and you can get like, oh, you know what? Here, let me try something. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm not going to do that on video. Oh, maybe I could do this. Hold on. Okay. I think that worked, but look at that advanced technology, right? So I paused the recording. What I did was I just paused the recording. I logged into my Amazon business account. So you can see now up here, compared to if you go back a little bit, the bar up here was green and I was not logged in. And this was, you see, it's showing $58, right? But now that I'm logged into my business account, which we help you get in your course, is 52.56. So my price just dropped by like $7, right? Or $6. So that's the benefit of having a business account, a business buyer account on Amazon. So you can see like my price, I save money with it. So yeah, these are the one I use. You can get those if you want. Internet connection budget is $70 to $100 a month. You can work from home or office. Either way, you need at least 700 megabytes per second. Anything under 700 will not be good enough for this business to operate at an expert level. 700 Mbps minimum, up to 1 gig plus. Keyboard budget is around $30 to $40. So that's like this thing that's separate from my laptop, right? And I got a matching mouse. So even the mouse lights up. And both of them together, I think is like $30, $40. Both the the keyboard and the mouse. And they're super high quality. If you want to add even more to your operating speed and efficiency, getting a keyboard is faster and much better than a normal laptop keyboard. Choose one that you like. It unconsciously wires your brain to like to work. Like one that lights up when you type or whatever your style is. So this is like an example. It's $38 for both a keyboard and a mouse. And you can get different colors. You can do one that's, green. You can do one that's blue. You can do one that's pink, whatever you like. It's actually a really good deal right now. Okay, so that's just an example. Mouse budget is $20. Oftentimes you get like a keyboard and a mouse combination, and together they're like $40. But if you wanted to get them separate, um, then you can. I never liked using a mouse and only used my laptop touchpad until I got a nice mouse that I liked, and the speed of my work on the computer literally went up by 10 times. You can move around the screen much faster, click better, and move between screens easier. Plus, your hand is more comfortable and will be less tired when you're using the laptop touchpad. So when I'm using the laptop touchpad, I constantly have to move my fingers around, click, do this. But as I'm moving the mouse around, I can just do this, right? So it's much more comfortable for my hands. It doesn't get tired as if I'm just using the laptop pad. Um, this is also another example of like a more uh, a less shiny keyboard and mouse. So no lights, no nothing crazy. If that's your style, you could do something like this, where it's Logitech, one of the best brands in the world for this stuff, and a mouse and a keyboard together, $40. Right? So you can get, actually, if you bought it like a couple of days ago, it's $25. But I mean, yeah, it was $15 cheaper. Um, so you can get white, you can get pink, whatever you want. A mouse pad. So obviously, when you have a mouse, you need a mouse pad. Otherwise, it will scratch the surface or it will not be as fast. So like a pad like this, 12, $13. I put 10 to $20. I have a large one. I have a very large one. It goes like across my desk. It's something like this. And mine is like the world. It's the planet. So I see like Canada, US, Iran, China, India. I see it all in front of me. It's super cool. Um, I mean, look at that, right? Look at that. How cool. See, this is what I mean when I say this is a psychology game, right? They made this mouse pad specifically to want you to do better. So you see, let's look at this together. This actually, I might buy this. That's so cool. I've never seen that before. So look at that. Wow. No way. So this thing shows you what your keyboard does. So if you press Control C, it will copy. Control X will cut. I'm buying this 100%. Excellent at my job. I know my sheet. Like, look at that. It even shows you, like, it tells you the exercises you should do. It's like saying, okay, you should do some neck exercises. You should like stretch. So see how cool this is? This is the perfect example of when I tell you like your workspace needs to be psychologically like pushing you, motivating you, and making you more efficient. Look at this. This is amazing. How much is this? Really buy this live on this call. What's the difference? I want to get this like large one. How much is this one? $31. Okay, XXL. I know my sheet. I know my sheet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna buy this. All right. So moving on is the second screen. Budget is around $100 or but maybe to $200. So that's like when you have your laptop and you have a second screen. So right now in front of me, I have a huge 32-inch screen and then my laptop here. So I can have two screens. I can have like my WhatsApp on this screen where I'm responding to my messages with talking to our students. And then up here, I could have my Amazon accounts, like I'm finding products, I'm doing things, and I move between the two screens. You can set up a second screen larger than your laptop screen using a USB-C cable, HDMI cable, or regular USB cable, whatever your laptop has that is compatible with it. Usually, when you buy one, the screen comes with a cable that you plug into the screen, and the other end goes to your laptop. so that you can put your screen on the second screen. Plus, or sorry, we're here. This is much more efficient than starting, or this is much more efficient than staring into a small laptop screen. Plus, you get to have two different views in front of you so that your speed is two times more and you're two times more uh, efficient, effective. You can move windows. You can be looking at two different windows at the same time, one on your email, one on finding products, and so on. So you can get something like this where it's a little bit smaller. Like mine is a 32 inch. This is a 23 inch. You don't necessarily need the 32 inch. It's huge. This is like a TV. But because I work a lot, I get, I need more, and I have an office. So if you're working from home, you don't necessarily want a giant screen, in your home office. But this is something like, and you can get this from Facebook Market for 20, $30. You don't have to get it brand new. But you can kind of go through this. Typically, it's like 140. Right now, it's 98. These are the cables I mentioned. And there are more screens. You can get curved screens, curved, and just look at the specs before you buy it. So what is the hertz? So here it says it's 100 hertz. You want at least 100 hertz. I recommend anything under 100. The second thing is HD. So when it says full HD, these are 1080 quality, not 2K, not 4K. It's 1080. You can see. And this third thing you want to look at, or at least I look at, is MS. So does this have it? MS is how fast the screen updates itself. Like for example, if you go from this window to this window, does it recognize the colors and everything instantly, or does it take a little bit longer? Like 5 ms means 5 seconds. So you go from this window to this window, takes like 5 seconds for it to adjust to the colors. Mine is a 1 ms, so right away it will adjust to the green, to the yellow, and so on. But I don't know here where it says it. MS is the term. 1 ms, 4 ms, 5 ms. So you have to kind of do your own research. Okay. Um, Memory card, budget $10 to $20. It's good to get a USB drive or memory card. So when your computer storage is full, you can offload them securely into a drive, or you could just get iCloud. Either way, it's both good to have a drive or a cloud. One for security. So if anything ever happens, you have backup of your files. And two, just storage. So like, for example, if you're using iCloud, it's like a monthly payment, or you can buy one of these like USBs and it costs, $15. And this is 64 gigabytes. I have multiple. I have like these ones. This is 2 terabyte, right? 1 terabyte is 1,000 gigabyte. So, but these cost like $300 each. You can find cheaper ones, but uh, you could get iCloud. You could get storage. Um, yeah, chair, super important. $100 to $150. Having a nice and comfortable chair is very important. It not only supports your back and posture, but it also motivates you to stay at your desk longer and be more consistent with your work. So chair, it not only, because you don't want to put the whole, one of the main businesses or one of the main purposes we're starting an online business is because we don't want to be working out in the rain. We don't want to be putting our body on the line to make money. We want to do it from behind the computer, from the comfort of our home, our office. So you need a chair. If you have a bad chair and you're hurting your back and your shoulders and your lower back, then you are using your body to make money. You are hurting yourself, right? So buying a chair, it not only makes you more comfortable so you can work longer, but it actually protects your health. So I just put this here because it's 86 bucks. But you can also use Facebook Market, like buy a chair, 40, 50 bucks. Or if you want fancier, you can buy like a gaming chair, a nice like uh something cool like the brand Razer, or like these gaming chairs that are super comfortable, but they're around $300-400. So a nice chair, you see, will help your body for sure. Last page. Desk, $100 to $200. Having a nice desk is also important. Again, not only it supports your body and posture, but it also gives you motivation to stay in your work area longer and be more consistent with your business. I recommend the standing one that you can sit down with and stand when you are tired of sitting. So I have like my desk. If I show you here, I can just bring this up like this. So if I'm ever like tired of sitting, if I've hurt my back or whatever it is, I can stand up, I can stretch, and I can also bring it back down. This one is Mine is manual. This one is electronic. It costs 139, 140, 150, around that much. Okay. Again, you don't have to buy this exact one. There's like different options, but this is just an example. Next is a whiteboard plus notebooks, budget $50 to $100. I absolutely love whiteboards. A lot of times our mind is so busy with 1,000 different things, personal, business, everything, and you cannot even focus on one thing. Having a whiteboard can ease your mind by drawing down what you're thinking and organizing your mind. Then you can focus on one task at a time. So I have a big whiteboard here. If I were to show you, I don't know if I can. You might see the corner. It's messing up my stuff. Whiteboard. Okay, so this whiteboard dropped my trash can. This whiteboard is a big whiteboard, and I use it to just clear my head, put my plans down, and I work towards it, and it clears my head. And also have a lot of notebooks. So, like I have uh, normal notebooks, all my notes in here, and my mind keeps getting organized. So, for example, those are some notepads you can buy. So these are $15 for this whole like 8 pack of these huge sheets. So it's pretty low price. There's also a coupon. And then you can get a whiteboard like this. You can choose the size anywhere from $30-40 all the way up to $300-400. But those are huge. You don't need these. You can just get like a normal one for 40-50 bucks. Next is a water bottle. So drinking water out of a normal cup can be boring. I have like, my wife got me this, but I have like a nice water bottle. I have multiple water bottles because this is a simple one. Remember, we are trying to be efficient and motivated and stay in our workspace longer and more consistently. We forget to drink water, and a glass of water is boring. Having a nice water bottle will make it more fun to drink water, and water will clear your mind and body. So, water is, 70% or something of our body is made of water. How do you expect to be the best version of yourself, make the best decisions if you're dehydrated? If you haven't had any water in 8 hours or 6 hours, you're not at your best, right? You need to drink water every hour. So throughout while you're working, sitting at your desk, you need to constantly be drinking water and have, because it's something that you do all the time, you need to make it fun so you actually will do it. If you don't make it fun, you will not do it. So this water bottle cost uh $17, $18. So again, you don't have to get that. You can get one of these fancy ones if you want, whatever your style is, whatever color you want. But a water bottle is definitely necessary. Uh, Speaker, so not necessary. A nice speaker for those of you who like listening to music while you work, um, like I do. I just put on, I'm trying to unplug this to show you, but this is basically kind of like the speaker I got. It's like a small one. I can carry it with me. And I just put on my music and I turn off all distractions so I can work for hours. And this is literally the same one I got, and I'm very happy with it. Um, how much is it now? $42 for this color, for the black color. So it's actually more expensive, or no. Wow, much less here. Yeah, so right now business price is $42. If you try to go on Amazon with your personal account, personal buyer account, the green bar, it will not show you this pricing. Your pricing will be higher. So later in the modules, you learn how to change your personal buyer account to a business buyer account for free, and you get better pricing. And the last one is antivirus, $10 to $25 a month. This is a must to have. I currently use the one below. Choose one you want to use yourself. We have, or we are building a large business online. You absolutely need to protect yourself as much as possible. Antivirus is a necessary. Do not sleep on this. So this is the one I use. This is the one Amazon you I think they actually partnered with Amazon, to be honest. But they're the, if they're not the biggest in the world, they're one of the biggest in the world. So you can see like free, this is like $60 a year. So it's less than $6 a month. But this is like one of the top. Amazon uses them, Google uses them, Meta uses them. These guys are huge. So this is the one I use. Now, note, I have thought of everything possible to increase your chances of success to the best of my ability. You will see throughout our program that we leave no stone unturned. This means we leave everything on the table. There's nothing I have kept just to myself. I am giving you everything, all the strategies, all the systems, everything to make $1 million business. Now, it's your time to show. Sorry, let me start again. Now, it's time to show yourself what you got. Are you capable? Are you the smartest, best, strongest, richest version of yourself right now? It's time to show yourself, your family, and the world what you're made of. I believe in you. See you in the next class.